Hey, do you remember those silly rubber bracelets that athletes used to wear? Whatever happened to those? You've probably seen them before. They're the little, like, just rubber bracelet things that athletes would wear at games and practices and things like that. They look silly, and no one really understood how they worked, but athletes wore them anyway because they thought they would help their performance somehow. These things were called hologram bracelets or energy bracelets or power bracelets. Take whatever term you want to use. Widely distributed by companies like Power Balance and EFX Performance. These little doohickeys widely started circulating around 2007. The idea was, we're going to mimic some Eastern philosophies by programming these bracelets, program that is through an undisclosed process, of course, and somehow putting this like magnetic hologram thing in it would optimize the natural flow and energy around the body. So basically the idea is, with this you can improve your strength, your balance, your flexibility. At least that was the claim. But even though it couldn't really be explained, at least by the manufacturer, how it really worked, a lot of athletes, they're like, hey, I'll try anything to get my performance up in the game. And you saw a lot of athletes in the late 2000s wearing these. A lot of basketball players like Shaquille O'Neal, I think was one, several others. All kinds of athletes all around were wearing these things, claiming, oh yeah, it really helps. But if you look at athletes these days, you don't really see many of them anymore. And I think there's reason for that. So like a whole bunch of scientific studies came out about these little power bracelet things. And they found that it doesn't really do anything. If anything, it makes you worse statistically, but very minimally. So not anything to really say, they hurt you. But it certainly didn't help when they were doing their studies. Basically, it's just a placebo, if anything at all. So scientifically, had absolutely no standing. Like every study, every university that looked at it said, yeah, these things, they don't help you at all with any of those things, strength, flexibility, whatever. No, doesn't help you, not at all. And one of the largest distributors of these little bracelet things was called Power Balance. And they came under a lot of fire and a lot of legal issues really quickly. In December 2010, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, or the ACCC, they undertook a lot of actions against Power Balance, basically telling them that they need to publish at the company's expense corrective advertisement to cease claiming that the product would actually improve balance, strength, or flexibility. They couldn't use any phrasing like this is performance technology or anything like that, and also provide refunds for people who bought them. Even Power Balance CEO Tom O'Dowd admitted that, quote, we'd made claims in the start that said our products improve strength, balance, and flexibility, and we didn't have the scientific peer-reviewed double-blind testing or the level of proof that we needed to substantiate those claims, end quote. The ACCC chairman at the time said, quote, it's a crock, frankly, and we're very disappointed that so many people have paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to buy these power bands, end quote. So not only did Australia force Power Balance to send out advertisements to say, oh yeah, just kidding, what we said wasn't true, but they got into trouble in other countries as well. In December 2010 as well, Italy's antitrust authority fined Power Balance at 300,000 euros for not having scientific proof of their claims. And even earlier in the year, in September 2010, the Dutch Advertising Code Commission basically told them that, hey, Power Balance, you can't advertise in this way anymore. And then in January 2011, a suit was filed in the United States against the company for fraud, false advertising, unfair competition, and unjust enrichment. Basically, Power Balance ended the issue in September 2011 with a settlement of a class action lawsuit. Basically, they told people, hey, we'll give you a refund of $30 to $35. Power Balance had other legal issues that would come and go, but basically the fad had come and gone, and that's what really took a hit to their company. In November 2011, Power Balance filed for bankruptcy, after suffering a net loss of more than $9 million in that year. Basically, the moral of the story is don't follow fads that don't make sense, and don't false advertise your products because it's going to catch up with you. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Nope. Don't false advertise. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it!